Pues bienvenidos a otro episodio de Cosas de Vestidor, este podcast que ya cada vez está teniendo más fanáticos, más personas nos quieren ver.
Así es, Mauricio Rebollo, la sexta emisión de su programa. Podría decir, es que no sé cómo decirles. Bueno, a nuestra comunidad internacional.
Sí.
Se cumplió, Mauricio es una palabra de palabra.
Una palabra de palabra, órale.
Una persona de palabra.
Sí.
Otra vez, una persona de palabra. Y con nosotros está el día de hoy, Travis Banks.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for
Aplausos, por favor.
This is a great setup. I really like the masks and stuff. So, yeah, thank you for having me.
We need a kiwi buzzsaw mask.
Just like I'll get you one. All right, don't worry.
Okay. Pues muy bien, bienvenidos a esta emisión de Cosas de Vestidor. Hoy justamente vamos a tener un capítulo internacional.
Internacional, donde verán nuestra dificultad para hablar inglés.
Exactamente.
Mike, bueno, eso te lo voy a decir.
Y a los que nos están escuchando en plataformas de audio, les pedimos que si no entienden inglés, se vayan a YouTube.
Así es.
¿No?
Para que vean. Es mejor que nos vean en aprietos, en aprietos, que no nos escuchen.
Correcto.
Y pues preséntalo, Mauricio Rebollo.
Ex luchador de Progress, de NXT UK, campeón justamente en Progress, campeón en IWRG, su primer campeonato en México, además de WLS, la ya extinta. Todo terreno.
PWG, Ring of Honor.
Tú dime.
01 Japan. Yeah.
Una carrera basta.
Bueno.
You've been everywhere.
I have been everywhere. Yeah, I've been very fortunate in my career to. Early on, I got a really good chance in Japan, and then from Japan, I got some great connections with Bad Luck Fale in the Bullet Club and stuff, and then he put me on to Davey Richards and Kyle O'Reilly, and then from there, I got the opportunities for like PWG and Ring of Honor and moved to the UK and stuff. So, yeah, I've been very, very fortunate in my career about the people who have like helped me and connected me to the places.
Wow.
There's a lot to unpack right there.
Yeah. We're amazing.
Yeah.
We're amazing.
Yeah.
But everyone here in Mexico or the people that knows Travis Banks does it because of NXT UK.
Yeah, and which is crazy because when we started NXT, or when I started in WWE, and NXT UK was going to become a thing, like we had like I don't know, we thought we were on the ground level of something really, really special, and then as it kind of like went on, we were told that not many people were watching, and again, we never had numbers or anything to know exactly what kind of connection we had with the audience. And then it wasn't until I obviously left WWE and I came to Mexico that everybody was like, wow, NXT UK. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't realize it had reached so far and to so many people. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's one of the questions that I want to do. Yeah. Why the reason that you come to Mexico?
Why Mexico?
Yeah, why Mexico? Well, again, I was fired from WWE. I didn't have a lot of options, and it was in the time of a pandemic. I had explored options in Japan, and they had said no at the time, probably for various reasons. And then, but they also said that no, because nobody was getting work visas for Japan, because of the pandemic. And I needed to leave because my work visa was revoked from the UK where I was living with my dog and my girlfriend in my house and stuff. So I was like, fuck, I need somewhere to go to work and to wrestle. And some of my friends here in Mexico that I had wrestled in Progress, like a Flamita or something like that, Flamita and a few other guys, they were like, why don't you just try Mexico and see what's up over here? And I was just like, shit, that's not a bad idea. And but that was like really, really scary to me. I was just like, fuck, am I ever going to move to Mexico? So, all right. So if that's what I got to do, I'll fucking do it. You know what I mean? I'll go to Mexico. So that's how I started. Some people kind of just suggested coming to Mexico. And I was just like, all right. So me and Jess, we talked about it and we're like, yeah, we had to convince her parents that like it was a good idea. They're like, is that dangerous? Maybe. It might be.
And you live in Iztapalapa.
Yeah,
so tell me.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, I was just like, you know what? I want to go to the most dangerous part of Mexico. No, I've only had good experiences in Iztapalapa. The only one thing that I will say was me and Jess were coming back from a training one time, and a drunk woman spat on me. I was just like, I could see her coming, and I was just like, I bet she's gonna say something, because she just looked at, you could tell she's like stumbling towards us like this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, she's gonna say something, but she didn't. She just walked over and just went, oh, good, like straight on my chest.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like angry, but before I could do anything, Jess dropped her bag. And she was like, let's fuck. She was chasing them. And I was like, Jess, whoa. Like, this is not our country. So Jess like chased her and the lady just ran off. That's the only experience I've had in this upper. But
the only one.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Yeah, fortunately, yeah.
Let's talk about bad problem.
Okay.
Speaking out.
Okay.
You were in that list.
I was.
Shit, you just sprung this on me.
Man.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Everyone in Mexico that know Travis Banks because of speaking out, were scared about, oh, he's in that list.
Okay.
Why the promoters wanted to have Travis Banks in their shows?
Why don't they want to have? Didn't
a lot of people said that.
Yeah.
Why Travis Banks is now in Mexico? Now your work talked.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were talking a little bit about this before we jumped on the podcast. I think it was important for me, especially after everything that has happened, speaking out, getting effectively cancelled is the correct term, I suppose. I knew myself that coming to Mexico, there was probably a lot of people that were going to go, oh, he's just using Mexico to clean his reputation. And whilst that is true to an extent, because obviously I've got to keep working and whatever, like, I don't think that they realized that I was actually committed to being here. I really wanted to just be here on this scene and actually learn Lucha Libre and the culture and stuff like that, and actually just be a part of Lucha Libre history in a positive way. I didn't want to fucking just come here and be like, I'm using this, claim my reputation, I'm fucking out of here. I don't want that at all. Like, I wanted people to see that I was committed to this. And I think it's fucking easy, especially in this day and age, that it's easy just to accuse somebody or throw allegations or if things are thing, and then just put them in a list of people and go, fuck them. That's it. Put them on that list, fuck the rest of them. I don't care what the nuance of the situation is. I don't care about the details. I just know that they're a piece of shit and fuck them, throw them out. And all I wanted, and I said this to you earlier, was like, all I wanted was just for people to see that I'm professional, and having me on a card or on your show, I can add value to that. And I'm not going to be a problem. There's going to be no more issues. You know, I've been in a fucking committed relationship for 4 years. All that other bad shit's like in my past. I'm a different person than I was however fucking many years ago, like 6 years ago now. And it was important for me to, you know, just come here and show those people that I'm committed to Mexico, committed to being a professional, and committed to fucking doing the best work that I possibly can in this scene. And to me, I felt like I could add value to a lot of the cards here. And I felt like I have done it. Like, even with your card, like that match I had with Hellboy was fucking like, for me personally, it was exactly what I want to do. I want to come, really fucking Mexican crowd. They know probably, I don't know if that crowd knew me exactly, but by the end, everyone was like, holy fuck, this, you know, it's the Lucha chances and stuff like that, chants. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, to show people that I can come and add value and have quality matches here in Mexico.
Bueno, en español, tú y yo, justo era lo que decíamos, ¿no? Que siempre estigmatizan al luchador por sus acciones. Justo lo que está diciendo Travis es eso. Él no venía a limpiar su reputación. Él venía a demostrar que él es un buen profesionista y que puede hacer las cosas bien. Y es lo mismo que tuvimos platicado en los últimos capítulos del caso que está pasando en México ahora, ¿no?
Justo.
We talk about in other shows that Samson, the Cuatreros
Case.
And we think that the people around the case.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
For the people.
And we are interested in ring actions.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, obviously I've been through a lot of stuff with everything that's happened, and the thing that really bothers me the most is people's like interest in various things around it, and we're so far removed from the wrestling now that it's like I think people are more interested in like the fucking backstage locker room drama than they are about the in-ring product. And that's the thing that really like really bothered me. Like they wanted to say everything about me, any little detail they'd pick apart, anything I put on my Instagram and stuff they'd pick apart and try and make something up about me. Well, look, he's doing this because of this, and whatever. And then, you know, with a case like with this, it's just like everybody has an opinion and everybody thinks they know what's happening, and it's just like, when did we fucking get away from the wrestling?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This is not like, this is obviously a horrible situation for both parties. I don't care for the details. Like, just let it happen and let the justice system take care of that fucking aspect, and let's all focus on Lucha Libre and professional wrestling. Like, that's why we're all fucking here at the end of the day. That's why we're even talking about any of this, is the Lucha Libre. Like, why is this more, I don't know, interesting than the actual wrestling, you know? Well, yeah, that I think talking about putting my name on a list, as I was saying before, it's upsetting that like my name would be on a list with people that were rapists or were doing dodgy stuff in that regard. Like, because you just throw me in this list, and then apparently I can then do those things as well. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It was a very fucking frustrating time, and me and Jess have been through so fucking much. And to be honest, like, thanks to Jess, I don't think I would be here if I didn't have her support, because she knew who I was the whole time. Even when I would get down and start believing some of the tweets I'd see about myself, it made me fucking like super upset and make me start believing that maybe I am a piece of shit and maybe they are right. Maybe I should be out of wrestling. And the whole time Jess was like, fucking remember who you are. Like, I wouldn't be with you if you weren't a good person, sorry. So like, she was the one that really fucking kept me on track. And then, you know, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Por eso hay que decir a los fans que qué chingados se meten en lo que pasa atrás del vestidor. Vean la lucha libre, sean fans de la lucha libre.
Justo.
No califican a los luchadores por sus problemas atrás son de ellos, son seres humanos, son personas. Dejen de calificarlos, o como en este caso, poner una lista que si no saben cómo es la persona, pues gracias a Dios, Travis está aquí y no pasó a más o no atentó contra de él.
Justo.
Y es un gran luchador, o sea, y al final el mismo hate o la misma gente morbosa hace que muchas carreras se vengan abajo cuando no tendrían por qué, ¿no? Y no sé.
I think too, like, one thing that like I don't think people remember about each individual case or each individual person is that there's a fucking human behind that. Like, I'm a human first, you know, and the way that people treat people is like fucking horrible, and what I have to go through. But like, the thing with professional wrestling for me was, since I was a child, like a real fucking little kid, I love wrestling. I'm sure you guys did as well. And every single decision that I made was to be a professional wrestler. I didn't know how at the time, but I fucking loved it that much. I watched WCW. I used to watch La Parker and stuff like that in WCW, and I fucking loved it. And I didn't know how I was going to get there, but every decision I made, I started working out when I was young. I took karate. I took drama at school just to fucking prepare me for a career that I didn't even know how to sort of get to, you know? And so from a very early young age, I've always identified as a professional wrestler. And then when the speaking out movement came around and everybody wanted me to get out of wrestling, I didn't, at first, I was so fucking scared because I didn't then know who I was without wrestling. This has been my only job for maybe 10 years. This is how I make money. This is what I love to do. I'm passionate about it. I love entertaining fans. And then all of a sudden, people wanted to strip that away from me and be like, no, you're not allowed in wrestling. Fuck, this has been my whole life. And then people were like, no, you don't deserve it. You don't. It's like, what the fuck? I've spent so much money, like going to Japan, fucking going to America just to learn to be a better professional wrestler. And like, how have we now combined my personal life and my professional life and then just fucked it up? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what I was like. I said to Jess, like, before this, I never had problems with anxiety, like, ever. I was never scared of anything. And then after all this happened, I started having like panic attacks just randomly during the day. Like, what if I fucking can't wrestle again, you know? And it would really affect me. And then just, and like every day Jess would just be like, I would say to Jess, sorry, I don't know who I am if I'm not wrestling. And I know that kind of sounds like weird and shitty, but like I really didn't know what else I was gonna do or like what options I had. And like we were discussing like things. We were like, what if I just went back to New Zealand and just like picked up a job, and that would give me I'll get even worse. Oh, fuck, I'm not going back to New Zealand. Like, you know, I can't do that, and I can't just go back and get a normal job. Like, this is what I've dedicated my entire life to. So I need to be in this business. And, you know, Mexico's been fortunate enough to give me that platform again. So,
and one chapter in that story, Los Golpeadores versus Travis Banks and Action Jackson. No cup.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Your chest remember very well that match.
Well, that came up on the memories on my Facebook memories the other day, and that match. Well, as I said, like there was I'm sure we might get into it or not, but like there was a period of time when I very first came to Mexico that nobody wanted to book me, and I always give credit to IWRG. They like helped me out so much, because after those first initial bookings with Los Golpeadores, that's when everything like started. I started getting more bookings and stuff like that. So those matches were so incredibly important, and obviously like considering where those guys are now, the timing of coming in and wrestling those guys was like perfect, because they're gone now. They're not doing IWG or nothing. So like to be able to wrestle them at that time when I first got to Mexico was like so incredibly important. And yeah, I had heard stories about them. Like we heard like about the Shima match and stuff like that.
Golpeadores are not professionals, right?
Yeah, I had heard that story, but I also knew Dragon Bane because he'd been sponsored by Suplex Wrestling, so I knew of him. I just didn't, just various stories. So I was like, okay, cool. And I don't mind. You know, I like strong style. I don't mind being hit or hitting back or anything like that. And I remember the first chop in that match. It was like, wow, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is what it's about. I was like, this is how we want to do it. And then as soon as I was like, all right, cool. And then I think after the match, Black Terry Jr., he put like a little highlight of like us just beating the fuck out of each other. And that like, I think they got me like a little bit of, I don't know if it did, but like I felt like it got me a little bit of respect in Mexico when I first got here.
Welcome to Mexico.
Yeah. Well, everybody was telling me that. They're like, welcome to Mexico. I was like, all right, cool. But that's fine, because that's the style that I like. So yeah, my chest was fucking red.
¿Qué pasó, Paquito?
Nada, estoy aquí.
Sigo preguntando.
Sigo preguntando tú, Rebollo. Yo sigo haciendo mi expresión de...
Now you're so comfortable with Mexican style.
Yeah. Well, depends which show. Yeah, like again, like for me personally, it's important that I know, like I can do every sort of style. So that I love that I'm here learning Lucha Libre, or I can do a Japanese strong style, or at the very least I can go to a mole show in Mexico and do a little bit of character work. So that's important for me, because I want to be a complete performer. I want to learn everything. And Mexico, as well as having like really fucking good matches here, I've also had some really stupid, like character, silly, funny matches. And like that's always but the best part is like a lot of the stuff you wouldn't get away with in any other country. Like here in Mexico, the fans obviously love to be fucking like insulted and you know, and all that sort of stuff. So like I like that shit too. That's funny. Yeah.
I see that in Arena Revolución.
Yeah.
Which one?
In your match with
Hellboy?
Yeah.
You say, motherfucker, chinga tu madre, sí, come on. And now, pendejos, no. You say,
tu mamá
God.
tiene bigote.
Tiene bigote.
I always say that. Like I have like a few phrases that I always say because everybody like they told me it when I first got here, so I always say it. It always gets reaction, so I just go back to those. Yeah.
Then your face when this sort get out with gato madre, fuck you, and then he go and oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And again, you wouldn't be able to get away with that in like the UK or America or something like that. So like, it's cool to. What I like about Mexico is like it feels like really old school wrestling in a cool way. Like it feels like it's still like raw and like close up with the fucking people, and like everybody can still yell shit at you and whatever else. Whereas like other crowds in other countries are kind of just like very like, oh, I don't know if I can fuck you. You know, no, they don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Bueno, aquí here now.
Yeah.
I scream some fucking shits to other wrestlers.
It's good though. I prefer that. Yeah.
Which one was your first approach with Mexican Lucha Libre?
My first approach?
Yeah.
Like, my first match or
approach
just what I ever saw? Like,
yeah.
I mean, again, I said before in WCW, I used to love the Luchadors. La Parka was like my absolute LA Park was my absolute favorite, and I got to wrestle.
Man.
Yeah, and I got to wrestle him at Nation Lucha Libre, which was crazy. He was like, "Me and you, we're gonna wrestle." I was like, "Fuck." But that's cool to me. Like that stuff's really cool. So that was my very first like entry into Lucha Libre. But and then obviously it wasn't until 2017 in Progress, the Super Strong Style tournament, the one that I won. I wrestled Flamita in the second round, and we incorporated like a lot of Lucha Libre because I wanted to like bring his style to the UK people. So that's when I was just like, oh, fuck, this is pretty cool. And then I actually had the same year, it might have been the next year, I wrestled Ray Phoenix at a Fight Club Pro show in England. We did a lot of Lucha Libre as well. And the thing was, I was actually trained in a little bit, not a lot, but like I was actually trained in Japan in Lucha Libre by my trainer called Okudo Hidaka. And he'd come to Mexico a lot and trained and whatever here. And I remember when I had my first tour, he asked me, he goes, "Do you want to learn some Lucha Libre?" And then for like the next 3 weeks, he just taught me all the Lucha Libre he knew. So, you know, I think like now that I think about it, it was probably always destined to come here. But yeah, so those are sort of like the important moments for Lucha Libre in my career, especially.
Cruiserweight title in UK. Angel Garza.
Oh, that wasn't in the UK. That was
in US, no?
That was in the US. That was in Houston in the I don't remember the venue, but that was the first time I worked in an arena.
When Worlds Collide?
Yeah. It was me versus Angel Garza versus Swerve Strickland versus Jordan Devlin. And that was actually, that might have been, no, I think that was like my third to last show before I got fired by WWE. But yeah, that was the first time I worked in an arena, and I'd never seen that many people in like before. But like, I thought I was going to be way more nervous than I was, and it wasn't the case. Like, I think when there's that many people in an arena, you kind of can't really see the individuals. Whereas like Arena Revolution or something, I can see each person going, "Hey, fuck you," or whatever. Like, but there's just so many people that you kind of just focused on your job, and I wasn't actually that nervous. But I remember we were like so fucking fired up to have that match. We were like, let's fucking kill it. And we got back, and like Shawn Michaels was the producer on headsets, and he just came out, he just gave us all a big hug. He's like throwing us in the air and stuff. I was like, fuck. Oh, that's cool.
And in Mexico, what match has the better for you in Mexico? Since you are here.
What is like my favorite match that I've had? Oh, the fucking hell. There's been a lot. The Los Golpeadores match is one of them. Oh god, I'm gonna have to list off a lot here. A lot of my matches with Baby Extreme in Monterrey have been incredible. Me versus Renee Rocks in SCW has been incredible in Morelia, yeah. And I would say, and I always say this, that Renee Rocks is one of the best that I've wrestled like hands down. And I've wrestled Ospreay, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, Jordan Devlin, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, Zack Sabre Jr., all those guys. I would say Renee Rocks is up there. Just for whatever reason, we just clicked and it was incredible. And every match we've had has been incredible. Willie Banderas, I had a good match with him.
Guadalajara.
In Guadalajara, yeah. There's been a lot. there's been a lot, yeah. Anything with Alpha Wolf and Dragon Bane. We had a pretty good tag match for one of the Chaos shows. I think it was Alpha Wolf Dragon Bane versus me and Baby Extreme, and that was like incredible as well. There's been a lot, and like again, I never really had like an expectation coming into Mexico, and I didn't think that I would have the standard of matches that I was having in like a Progress or whatever, or PWG or whatever. But there have been a lot of times that I've been like, fuck, that was even the Helbo match I really like. I came back from that, I was like, fuck, that was a good match. Like, you know, I was really fucking happy. And like, yeah, like, I'm not saying like it surprised me, but I am just like, I'm really like happy that the standard in Mexico is so high, you know?
Yeah. That was a good match. I like it.
That's a good match.
Very near from being the first ever foreign Mexico champion.
Yeah, nearly. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Yeah.
¿Qué más sabemos, Rebollo?
Pues está muy buena la plática. Te noto muy callado, Paquito.
Es que estoy callado, estoy poniendo atención. Es que estoy como el segundo episodio, güey. Lo estoy dejando, estoy aprendiendo.
Muy bien. Pues justamente una carrera impresionante la que tenemos aquí. Así nada más como no queriendo la cosa. Que te abrace Shawn Michaels.
Nada más.
Nada más. Terminas una lucha, ya. Un abrazo de Shawn Michaels.
Ya. Ándale, y ya ahí.
Just drop that in.
Que diga que su ídolo es Elia Park, por favor, Travis. No. Has luchado con mejores cabrones que Elia Park.
A ver, en su momento de WCW,
Bueno, sí.
Elia Park
sí,
era un ícono.
Sí, ya lo sé. Tampoco
Pues,
me vengas a reclamar, Rebollo.
No, ningún reclamo, Paquito.
No.
Me parece como muy adecuado. Imagínate, lo ves de muy joven en la televisión y de pronto evento estelar.
Ándale.
Te digo.
Y pues digo, ¿qué más? Estoy impactado con todo lo que estoy escuchando, así te quedas como, wow.
Now you have a podcast talking about your matches, your stories with Jess.
Yeah, it's called Buzz Talk Podcast. What's up with wrestling? It was just something because we have a lot of free time sometimes during the week, so we were like, let's just start a podcast. And we don't really care if it's like big or not. It's just sort of something that we like doing, you know, and sharing stories and just talking because and it's cool just to do it with Jess as well and like create content with her. So yeah, if you guys could follow that would be please. It's only small.
And how was going your experience as podcaster?
It's okay. I'm learning a lot. I was telling you before, like I was looking at your setup and I was like, damn. I'll just get like a mic and a laptop. And I have to Google everything. Like I don't know anything about sound or anything. And like my first one that I did, like there was like a buzzing in the thing, and I was like, I don't know how to clean this thing. So I Googled it. I was like, okay, sweet. All right. So I did that, fixed it all up and stuff. So yeah, it's cool just to learn something like a new skill or like things that I didn't know. So yeah.
The same thing with
us.
The same thing.
Yeah.
But now we have an editor, Mike. We call you.
Yeah.
Bueno, me caes gordo, güey. Pero bueno, ahí luego a la próxima. Tell Travis, find Mike, do the show, past show.
Ni modo, te tocó Mike.
The ass.
Did you fix the
Samson? Was that this photograph with the ass with Samson?
Kissing his ass.
I like his ass.
Did you fix your neighbor's dog's?
No,
Nice.
never. Oh, dude, the one because I recorded one. Was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. No, it was the day before. I recorded one, and I got like 20 minutes into it, and I was just like, I go, sorry about the noise in the background. And then for whatever reason, as soon as I said it, my neighbors were like, fucking music, and just hit the bass like right. I was like, I was like, fuck. And I kept trying to continue, but I couldn't. I was thinking about it too much. But it's Mexico City, isn't it? You can't not hear dogs.
Well, here are 6 dogs, 2 cats, 2 kids. I love people talking about that, and
yeah. So you just kind of have to like just go with it. It's just like, yeah. So yeah, and it's even worse if I have to like record a promo for like a promotion or whatever. It takes me like, usually I can just bang out a promo, boom, 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 just to get it done. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. But if I go to record, every single time I go to record, it's like, rah, 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 rah. I was like, oh, fuck. Take me like an hour to do a promo just to wait for the noise to like stop.
Yeah. First take or nothing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get it done. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Like us.
Yeah.
Like us. One record. Continue. No. I don't stop. Se me olvidan las cosas también. Se me va el hilo.
Está bien. And how is this year going for Travis? What are your goals, or what's in your mind?
Okay, so the last 2 years, the first year that I got here was more of a just kind of reset, kind of just get my name on the scene, clear my reputation a little bit, and just put in the work. And and the last 2 years have really, we were talking about it before, but like really fucking, I felt like it's helped a lot, and I felt like I've cleaned up my reputation a lot just through hard work. Now this year, I don't know what's changed. I don't know if anybody's been talking behind the scenes or anything like that, but fucking right out the gate, the first week I had 5 matches, 5 bookings straight out the gate of the year of 2024. And then I've had maybe 3. I've got 1 tomorrow. And yeah, it's been so busy. And like February and March comparative to last year is just like rammed, full of bookings. And I don't know what's going on. It's just like, I'm just like, yes, I'll do it. I'll just accept everything. But I think I don't know. I think I just want to, more of the same as like last year. I just want to have like killer matches with like the best talent in Mexico, whether that's in CMLL or AAA. I don't know if that's even an option or nothing or anything. Well, I hope it is, and I hope that they see value in having me on their promotions. But if not, the places that I'm working now, I want to still just give it the same amount of effort and value to them as well.
Can we confirm Travis Banks and Jesse Jackson for March the 16th?
Maybe not Jesse. I have confirmed. Yeah, I can confirm. Yeah.
De una vez.
Ya que lo tenemos aquí. Estrella confirmada.
Para
la nueva noticia que tenemos en Rebollo.
Correcto. Es una exclusiva que tenemos. CVW Wrestling.
Yeah.
Se estrena
promotions.
la Arena San Juan Pantitlán el 16 de marzo.
Okay. Yeah. I put it in my calendar, so I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Great. We are in.
Ya lo comprometimos, ya lo hicimos muy bien, pero no, es una nueva idea que tenemos Mauricio, Rebollo y yo, que sale de la creación de mucho contenido que estamos haciendo ahorita, más luchas, y bueno, eres parte de ese roster, Travis.
Now you're part of our roster for that debut for our promotion, CVW. And
what does it stand for?
Huh?
What does it stand for? What's the CVW?
CVW.
Just
CVW.
Oh, okay. Does it mean anything?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just the letters.
Yeah.
See, that meaning that's a foolish thing.
Okay.
That's so foolish. But that's a great
Doesn't
name.
matter.
It doesn't matter. Only CVW.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
So you're part of the roster.
We're pleased that you're in our shop.
Yeah.
The venue.
Now Arena San Juan.
Okay.
And we hope it'll be full of people. And we expect that.
San Juan's one with the levels, right?
Yeah.
You get another level of the promotion.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's the same work, Rebollo and me alone.
Same sense.
Same sense, all of
Mhm.
but we get a name
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this project, this we do that, and we take seriously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Understand.
Pues ya saben, 16 de marzo, ya te adelante este muchacho. 6 de marzo, Arena San Juan, Patitlán. Ahí los vemos. Travis ya nos confirmó. Dios nos agarre confesado. Y no, es que no, todavía no podemos confirmar lo otro.
No,
¿verdad?
todavía no, todavía no. Hasta
No,
el siguiente episodio.
Lo que se les puede decir es que miren. Amén. No. Hasta ahí les voy a dejar. Hasta ahí les voy a dejar y ya.
Yeah.
Pero vamos a pasar a otras cosas más divertidas, rollo. Vamos. Preguntan otras cosas.
¿Qué
Más
quieres
de
que el
programa de entrevistas, más de IWRG, güey.
Solía ser.
Las veces tu entrevista en Redfish, toda aburrida.
¿Ahora
güey.
qué? Déjalo.
No sé. ¿Qué le podemos preguntar otra vez?
A funny thing in the road to the locker room to the ring
Okay.
you have here in Mexico.
Like a funny story
Yeah.
that's happened to me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. I saw a drive-by shooting. That was pretty scary. That's not funny, but I actually wasn't on the show. It was when I first got here, and we were traveling with Ricky Marvin. He had a show. I don't remember where it was, but he wrestled Fishman in the main event somewhere. And we were driving back, and our bags were at a friend's house. So we had to go from the show to my friend's house, and then we'll go back to Mexico City. And we were going back, got our bags, got out, and the area was like super nice area, beautiful. No, they told us it wasn't dangerous at all. So, because that's all I would ask when I first got to Mexico. I was like, "Is this area dangerous?" More for Jess's sake than mine, but like, yeah. And then we were just driving literally like 1 minute from my friend's house, and there was a car in front of us. And as we were driving, this other car just came speeding, hit like a speed bump, like in the air, like this. And I was like, what the fuck? And it landed next to the car that was in front of us. Just pulled a gun out of the thing.
Wow.
And I thought it was fireworks. I was like, what the fuck? Like this? I was like, this is a firework. Because I didn't know Mexico at this point. Obviously, there's fireworks all the time. So I was like, what the fuck? And then Jess just like, she would grab me like this. What the fuck? I was like, what? She's like, fuck, there's a gun. She's like, saw the whole thing. And then Ricky Marvin and his friends that were in the car, they were like, start screaming. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And the car in front of us just kind of like slowly went off to the side like this. I was like, oh my God. I was like, we just fucking watched somebody die. And that car obviously drove off. And we were sitting there and we were thinking, what do we do? Do we try to help that person? Maybe they think it was us. Maybe they'll start firing at us. Maybe that car will come back and think we were involved. I was like, we were just all sitting there like talking like, what the fuck? And then out of nowhere, this car started just like backing up towards us like full like, like this. We were like, fuck. He just drove off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a movie.
Yeah. And then, so we were all screaming. It wasn't even the end of the night. So it actually kind of got a little bit crazier. So when we were driving back to Mexico City, and me and Jess we were just like, this is the first week we were in Mexico too. The very first week. I should have mentioned that straight away. This is the very first week. And we were just driving back. Me and Jess are in the back, and everybody's like talking. And we were like, what the fuck? And then Ricky, he turns down a road because one of his friends lived somewhere and they were going to give us some food. So he turns down this like road, and it's just like dirt road. It wasn't like a proper road. It was like, you know what I mean? And there was these like kids on the side of the road, and we drove by them, and they said something, and Ricky said something to them. I don't know. And then we went to this like housing estate thing, and we went in, ate some food for like 2 hours, watched wrestling. And we came back out, and it was like 4 a.m. at this point. And we were driving out, and those same kids was still in that same place. So we're driving, and as we get past them, just as we start passing them, they all have like shotguns, and they start firing them in the air like,
wow.
They're like maybe like 5 guys just like firing shotguns in the air. And I'm like, what the fuck? We've already seen a drive-by shooting, and now people are fucking shooting shotguns in the air. And yeah, and then we got back on the highway, and me and Jess were just like, what the fuck? And then Ricky just turns to us and goes, Welcome to Mexico.
I
Welcome to Mexico.
Fuck.
never seen that.
Yeah.
Mexico,
But that's what he said.
never.
He said, I've never seen anything like that before.
Me too, I never seen that.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck.
like a movie.
Yeah, it was. I was like, what is fucking going on? Like the whole time my heart was like.
I know I live in Iztapalapa.
Put me in the most dangerous. Like, fuck it. I'm hardened to it. Yeah.
Se sintió hombre en llamas, así. Es esa película.
Men in Fire.
Men in Fire.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, Man of Fire. Yeah, Man of Fire. Yeah.
But white.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
The same thing.
Yeah.
On Denzel Washington y Los Remedios,
Oh,
there's
it was filmed in Naucalpan.
no Calpan. This movie.
That movie.
Men of
Yeah.
Fire.
I'm sure I'm gonna watch it again. I'm like, oh, I know that. Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
But then Travis see that in one week in Mexico.
That Naucalpan place.
That was the first week. Fuck yeah.
That if you're scared now Calpan, no. Iztapalapa is
The good one.
the good one. To bad things.
And you train in La Guerrero, Hércules,
Yeah, in Hercules. Yeah.
La Guerrero.
Is that better? Is that dangerous or no?
No, not now.
Yeah.
Not
It used
now,
to be
only in the
dangerous.
only in the night, and they know.
Well, I think there's like everywhere in Mexico, like anywhere at night. Is like,
Yeah.
It's like all people that come Mexico is called Tepito.
Oh, Tepito. Yeah.
You see Tepito?
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. Not at night. No, not at night. No.
Where people can look for Travis in social media?
Instagram, Travis_Banks13. My Facebook is just like Travis Banks Professional Wrestler. I think that's all. I got TikTok that I just add to sometimes, not all the time. But don't look for me on Twitter because you won't find me there. It's not a real place.
Estación Cereal TikTok?
Yeah.
The cereal trend or some place? I don't remember.
What's that?
In your TikTok?
What?
Gosh, esta memoria. Hasta está mejor que la de Travis. Y él que lo hizo.
Y él lo hizo. Ajá, ¿tú te acuerdas?
Do you remember that cereal?
Oh yeah, the cereal. Yeah, yeah.
First ever TikTok you
Yeah, when I got TikTok, I was like, I don't know what to do. I was just eating cereal. But the thing is, in Mexico, cereal was like, there was so much like compared to like the UK. There's so many like different brands and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna fucking try all of these. So that's where that came from. But yeah, I don't eat too much cereal now. I'm trying to stick on a pretty good diet.
And let's go to question. Travis, your favorite Mexican food?
Oh shit.
Spicy things.
No. Oh, but maybe it's not really Mexican, but like Elitas I always eat. But yeah, but chilaquiles, man, chilaquiles.
Es el mal de todos los luchadores, las
Las
alitas.
alitas.
Yeah,
Los
yeah.
wings.
So, all the wrestler in Mexico.
Yeah.
I know one. That the alitas is
This one.
Yeah.
his entire life.
Oh yeah. It's
Recognize.
yeah, because there's a by my gym is a Rebels Wings, and they do like on on Monday and Tuesday they do like fucking all you can eat wings for like 130 pesos or something like that. So me and Jess go there like every Monday.
Es el mal de los luchadores, las alitas.
Está bien. Thank you, Travis, for being here in Cosas de Vestidor. I hope this is not the last time you've been there. You've been here. Hope.
Yeah, and like I just wanted to say as well, like thanks for me for doing stuff like this is really important because it gives me a voice and you can see who I am and stuff like that. So it's important that I come and speak to you guys and share my stories and my experience in Mexico and stuff. So like, you know, I really appreciate you guys inviting me.
Es que es objetivo del programa, como lo hemos dicho desde el principio. No nos interesa saber la vida personal de los luchadores. Sino
Es chisme.
el
Órale.
chisme, va. Pero no nos vamos a juzgar ni a meternos en eso. Es su vida. Los respetamos. Bueno, en mi caso, como mejor no te lo dije, yo soy un fan, muy fan de la lucha libre. a mí no me interesa los problemas o este tema que te han sido tan controversial para ti. Para mí eres uno de los mejores luchadores extranjeros que ha llegado a México.
Oh, thank you, man. Gracias.
Y compartir esto con la gente. Sé que es difícil a lo mejor compartir lo que compartiste hoy con nosotros, porque no lo habías hecho en ninguna parte. Tienes que sentir mucha confianza. Te lo agradecemos. Y síganlo. Es un buen luchador.
Sencillo como eso.
Y gracias, Travis.
Gracias. No, thank you.
Y pues sí, estamos al pendiente de lo que suceda. Ya lo comprometimos para que esté el próximo 16 de marzo en la San Juan. Y pues esperen al próximo episodio de Cosas de Vestidor, porque va a tener mucha carnita, déjame decirte.
Sí. Van a poderse burlar de mí que no hablé nada otra vez. Que mi inglés es muy malo. Pero no importa.
Muy de rito.
Even music. English British is mine. Nah, chingados.
Mike, pon ese video ahora.
Ahí voy a salir yo.
Ya que me dicen que el inglés mío, el inglés es uno solo, no creo que haya dos. Sí, puede ser, pero para mí, English British is me, even music, está muy bien dicho lo que yo soy.
Ahorita lo peor es que mi papá está en la producción va a decir, ¿qué hizo con todo el dinero que gasté en la educación de este maldito? Pero ahí está. Lo que hizo, me hice borracho, y muchas cosas. Y fan de la lucha libre. Pero bueno, gracias por estar aquí. Síganos, compartan, suscríbanse. Somos 29. Ya no chinguen, ya van 6. Ya trajimos un invitado, ya.
2, de hecho.
2. Bueno, el primero no importa. Quise poner interés, producción.
Nada.
Pero bueno.
Actually, before we go, I was going to ask you guys, if you could give me a piece of advice for the Lucha Libre scene, what would it be?
Oh.
I'll put you on the spot, huh?
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. That's a good piece of advice. And to be honest, I always say that to any young wrestler that ever asks me about advice. Make sure you enjoy your career.
Yeah, because a lot of people are nervous and stuff like that because of their matches.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Be you. But enjoy
And look for a character that defines you.
Okay.
I mean,
for me personally?
No. For young wrestlers.
Oh shit! Yeah, for young wrestlers. Yeah. I was like, shit. I'm gonna find one. Yeah. No, definitely. Just you nailed it. Enjoy what you do and just be you. And the more experience you get in this business, you're kind of like, for me personally, like I never was like, I need to fucking be a fucking plumber or I need to do like this character. I was always like, I'm just going to learn how to wrestle. Then hopefully the personality will come. And the more confidence I got in the ring, then I started projecting out more of my personality. So yeah, be you and enjoy it is a great advice.
Pues con eso nos despedimos. Nos despedimos con estos consejos para las nuevas generaciones de luchadores. Gracias, Travis, una vez más por estar en este episodio. Gracias. Y no será la última vez. Ya
seguro ya eres de casa.
Correcto.
Travis, hermano, ya eres mexicano. Ya.
Vamos ahí.
Y eres naucalpense. Ya. Pero bueno, señores, nos vamos.
Pues vámonos. Y nosotros seguiremos hablando con Cosas de Vestidor.
Bye.